Welcome back to another episode of Lucid Daily. Today we have quite a bit of things that we need to go over, so let's go ahead and get started. First off, Lucid was up 7.8% today. Absolutely incredible. We'll get into a little bit of reasons in a second. They were down another 0.25% this afternoon. You had Tesla up 0.7% today, down 0.5% in the after hours. Rivian up a whopping 17.18%, down a little over 0.5% in the after hours. Now with Rivian, I was really curious as to what happened and what caused them to run so much, and this is the only real thing that I could find, and it's actually pretty much nothing. It said an electric vehicle company skyrocketed this morning on seemingly no company-specific news. Instead, investors may be taking a second look at the EV stock and seeing a buying opportunity after its share price plummeted over the past 6 months. So right now we're seeing a little bit of a rally in the stock market. And what I think is a lot of these smaller caps, especially these EV plays, are going to get a little bit of momentum money, a little bit of excited money. Like when the overall market goes up, people are going to want to be able to put more into these smaller EV companies, hoping to help them grow. But vice versa, when the market starts to dip, I do feel like that excited money is some of the first money to leave these momentum style stocks in the moment. So that's just something to consider. These 17% rallies, it's pretty crazy, especially when Motley Fool said themselves that there was no news. So as for Lucid, why was Lucid up 7% today? The only thing that I could find is Motley Fool again was saying that they were citing Lucid's battery production facility in Arizona. There's a LG Energy Solutions will be building a $1.4 billion battery manufacturing plant near the factory in Arizona, and this should help with Lucid. Although I don't think that has that much of a fundamental impact short term on Lucid, obviously long term, but I don't think the battery supplies were the issues with Lucid's supply constraints. I could be wrong, and maybe they could get them quicker, but I thought it was mainly the fit and finish. So hopefully, I'm not disagreeing that this is a bad thing at all. Not by any means. It's all good. I just don't know if that's what caused it to run 7.8% today, especially because this is pretty much older news. So still super happy Lucid was up 7% today. Next, there was an update that came over the air, and it looks like they improved the Alexa feature a lot. I'm not going to go through all these. It was really blurry for me too, so I'm sure it's blurry for you guys. You can now do the navigation. You can send calling and text messaging. I do know there were some complaints that the Alexa was like a 70% or 80% functionality. And there's also a whole list of like vehicle controls, productivity, and shopping, so you can like actually shop while you're in the car. Which is actually super interesting. Like it says order ahead functions, tell Starbucks to start my order. That's pretty cool. And you can also do web queries, so I think that's unique as well. And as you can see here, Tesla to Lucid, he said full Alexa now enabled with Lucid 1.2.1. Just ask Amazon Alexa to call a contact or number to read or send an SMS without even pushing a button. Lucid engineers rock. Don't remember my old car doing that. Sorry, it's kind of difficult to read with so many emojis and hashtags. It's all right. And another big news, this probably has a little bit more of an impact on it again, but I don't think it's that fundamentally insane. I think I'm just trying to figure out why Lucid ran 7% today. It was just kind of weird because there was no fundamental news. Cars.com did give Lucid the luxury EV award for the top pick. Well, if you're searching for a luxury EV, they got the top pick from Cars.com. So that's pretty cool. And I did do a little bit of a web search. This was interesting. I just wanted to see what Lucid Motors trend was on Google Trends. And obviously you can see the line here, relatively flat, a little bit of excitement here. And then boom, this is when the Oscars appeared. So in my opinion, I definitely think it was a good ad placement for the Oscars. I think it was the appropriate crowd. And obviously with a lot of the excitement and drama around the Oscars, no publicity is bad publicity, especially if it's not like bad things on Lucid. So I think Lucid made out. I think that was a very smart advertising play on Lucid's part, and I look forward to see where they're advertising next, because they didn't advertise in the Super Bowl, but they advertised in the Oscars. So I think you'll see more of these luxurious celebrity events. Lucid will be more willing to put ad dollars into that rather than into more broad things like the Super Bowl. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys get any sort of value from these daily Lucid updates, consider subscribing. And like always, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.